Hey, it's Jamie, and today we're rehashing Jeremiah 4-6. I gotta tell you, the enemy is after me today. My camera broke, my lighting wasn't working, got the camera back on action, and then the microphone wouldn't stop muting itself. And sometimes I convince myself that that's God telling me I shouldn't be doing these videos because I do a bad job. But like my husband, the pastor, will tell me, God's never gonna tell you to stop preaching his word. God's never gonna tell you to stop talking about him. That's the enemy trying to force it. So here we go, we're forging on. Take 38, I think, on this video today. When reading these passages, I think we should take note that the prophecy Jeremiah gives in today's assignment here happened before the fall of Judah. So before they were captured by the Babylonians, before their world went straight to HE double hockey sticks. We read about this back in Kings and Chronicles a little bit, Josiah's reforms, King Josiah's reforms. They include the destruction of idolatrous altars and the centralization of worship in Jerusalem, beginning around 641 BC, so kind of church, you know what I mean? He's known actually for finding the book of the law during the temple renovations, which served as a catalyst for all these reforms and these covenants he was coming up regarding his people's faith, right? Despite his best efforts, the nation of Judah continued to face all of these challenges, political, military. It eventually led to its downfall and the Babylonian exile in 586 BC, kind of what we talked about yesterday. So although he tried, King Josiah tried, his revival was not sufficient enough to prevent the ultimate exile of the people. It's right here in that time period that Jeremiah speaks some incredible wisdom from the Lord to his people that we should all be sticking on our fridges. I'm telling you, write this baby down. He says that we must find the unplowed ground of our hearts. So the places where we're resistant to allowing the Holy Spirit to transform us, and then break it up. We must circumcise our hearts to the Lord, he says, accepting the pain of cutting out that which separates us from the Lord. What does that mean? Well, if you've ever tried to quit smoking, you know that breaking your own chains can be impossible, can be really, really, really difficult, but we have to accept that pain. We have to have the discipline to be able to stop the sin. Do you see what I'm saying? Otherwise, God's anger is going to flare up against us because of the evil we've done. So says Jeremiah. Somehow, still to this day, we stand at this crossroad morning after morning, day after day. We have to be ready to acknowledge those comfy things, right? Those unbreakable bad habits, the pleasure habits, the sins that we're not recognizing. And we gotta get rid of them. So whatever it is, cheating, smoking, celebrity worship, drinking, whatever it is, it's keeping us from him. The hardest chain to break, I think, is the chain of our favorite sin. But until we can break it, we're being blocked by it, blocked from the Lord. Just as in Jeremiah's time, God is looking for people who deal in honesty and people who seek the truth and want to follow him. And if you're not going to break that chain, what are we even doing here? And if you can't break that chain, go seek him. Tell him you need his strength. Tell him you can't do it without him. Lay your troubles at his feet and he will break it. Allow God's Spirit to transform you into someone new. Quick example, quick story. Every day when I'm getting ready, when I am brushing my teeth, when I am doing the dishes, when I'm doing laundry, I always got something on the TV in the background. And I know that I wasn't really watching the best stuff. Gangster movies, horror movies with lust and, gratuitous naked scenes that don't need to be on TV and, all kinds of swear words and drugs and, money worship and nothing about God for sure. But I also found the silence impossible. Like I couldn't sit there and do my face and paint my face or fold my laundry without having something in my ears, without having something on the TV. And so I was really struggling. So I prayed on it. And then all of a sudden, I started not wanting, just on my own, and I don't mean on my own in the sense he had nothing to do with it. I mean, I would start watching a movie and it would have too many swears and I'd be like, ew, too many swears. I'm off that one. Or I'd be like, ugh, too many sex scenes. This is gross. Off that one. Or, this movie's about cocaine dealers and it kind of makes them the heroes. Should not be watching that. Click off. And then I started to seek out things that didn't have too many swears or that didn't have too bad of themes. And those were the shows that I started to watch. And I realized I had laid my troubles at his feet and he went, girl, you don't want to watch naughty movies anymore? Let me roll up my sleeves. Booyah, you don't want to watch those. And I was like, yes, I don't want to watch those. And I really, really didn't. And I don't. I really don't watch anything anymore that has gratuitous sex, gratuitous drugs, gratuitous swearing. I don't want to. It's amazing. So go to him, seek him. And like I said, ask for his strength. Allow him to transform you, and he will. In Jeremiah's time, God was looking for just one person, just one guy, one girl, anyone, doesn't care who, one person in all of Jerusalem to do just that. One person to break their final chain and give themselves completely to the Lord. If he had found that person, he said he would have forgiven the people of Jerusalem for their sins. I don't know how many God is looking for in today's times, but I don't want destruction to come on all of us because he found one less than he was looking for, and that one less was me. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Tomorrow we're going to dig into Jeremiah 7 and 9 if you want to read ahead. I hope you have a blessed day. Please comment if you got something different from today's chapters or just to say hello. Please like and share, and don't forget to say your prayers.
This is the Bible in a Year theme song.